Okay, this is a quick summary of disassembling a splitboard that has the Burton Step on Splitboard Bindings, and it's a Lib Tech Orca 153 centimeter board, and I'm trying to do this in somewhat of a quick fashion. And here we go. So first step, you want to open your bindings. Something you can also do is take these off while you're here, and then you're going to pull one off, pull other one off, undo, undo. Then we've got our one ski, two ski. And so when you're doing your skis, they're going to be the opposite way, because you want these closed in so they don't catch anything. And you can see you've got these pins here, these pins, and they go into this pin system here, the openings of the holes. And then once you get it seated, you press this down, and now it can't come off, and you've got your one binding. This also should be in tour mode, so you have the most ability to flex backwards on your high back. So same thing. I'm gonna go here. Just careful if you're grabbing step-on bindings or any bindings and it's gonna come back, just make sure you don't pinch your hands. Something I've done more than once. So it goes in there, and we're stuck in. Now, next step. Got my Mammut Airbag that I use for touring pretty much all the time. It's a nice bag for being able to not get your back all wet, because you can have the opening through the back. I like to keep my skins folded in half, in quarters, and then have the tail inside. Typically ends up being a little bit easier to get apart. And this is actually this skin. A bit of uneven ground here. So then you can go there. And then what a good idea is always put your skin down, get it on the inside of your hip, clean out any of the snow, and never pull from this. Never pull that, because it's going to rip off. You want to grab as much of the skin part as you can, because that's not going to rip. You're not going to rip the skin, but you could rip that plastic attachment. Look for your nice alignment on your skin, and then you are going to snap it down, and then you've got a nice attachment. Go back, smooth it in, make sure you've got a nice attachment. Now you've got one ski. And one thing to think about, which I didn't do a very good job of, I actually put these on the wrong skis, because the high backs need to be so they're the right side for your foot. So you're always having the cleat is matching with the further one forward is lined up with your foot. So for this foot, further forward for the back. So you can see, I mean, there's markings on here, but basically the high back, the highest point, those should be closer, they should be together. Keep going here. Another ski skin, I should say. Open this up, grab, and then we're putting our skin on. And again, same thing. Just stick a little bit on, get it on the ground. This is really good if it's windy. Then you can pull a little bit to make sure it grabs from the skin and pull it open. right? Don't worry about using your shoulder muscles to get it open, because that's just like super hard to do. Right, locks onto there. These skins are the G3 universal skin, splitboard skin. And there's a newer version, which I would have to say these are definitely the ones to get over any of the other ones. The previous seasons, because the previous seasons had horrendous skin straps on them and they ripped really easily. So I'm starting to get a little warm. So take a layer off here, get into touring mode. I'm about to get my poles out. If you ever want to know how to wrap a jacket, fold it up like that, fold the arms in, and then you can fold it into its own hood. And that way, if you put it in a bag, and there's some sharp things in there, crampons or whatever, it won't poke through your jacket. So, jacket in. Now what do I need? I need some poles. A couple poles here. These are the G3 pivot poles. And they just open like that. Click together. Click together, and you got one pole. Another pole. Open it. Another pole. And this is universally why people think these bindings are like a huge game changer for ski touring, is because what I'm about to do would not generally have been possible with other splitboard bindings. I have my backpack on. If I had to strap in and do all sorts of stuff, your backpack falls forward. But with these, you can just, what you do is put this one, that's in touring mode, this one goes into touring mode, and I can just snap in like I was in skis. And now, I'll see you later. So when you're about to climb a hill and you don't want to be like super upright, you want to be able to get better leverage on the ski, what you want to do is, ideally you've got like a touring pole like this that has a little bit of a sticking out point, and you can open up your heel riser. And what that does is you can start to climb steeper hills without it being so hard on your body. You can go up the hill and it's much easier. And then if you wanted to lower it, you just take your thing, pull it back down. You can see without it pulled down, it's a little bit harder. Harder on the ankle and the legs. So you want to have it up, and then it's a lot easier. Uphill. Okay, so you're ready to take your skis off. So what are you going to do? You want to find a place that's kind of flat, pack it down a bit, and then you're going to take your ski off. You got to fold your high back a bit, because when they're in ski mode, they're going to come off. Then you can take these off, because you're going to put them on in the other mode, and then you're going to take your pack off, get ready to take the skins off, and then what you're going to do is start from the back. You kind of give your ski a little slap, get the snow off, and then this you just give it a pull. And if it's really windy, something okay to do is just put it on the ground, and then give it a quick pull, and just do half at a time. Like that, half at a time. Keep it low out of the wind. And then, if it's really windy, again, keep this in the middle there. And then that will cross over and use your leg. Flop it down. Now you've got a nice little bundle. You can put this in your jacket if you wanted to keep it warm for the tour up, something like that. Get the ice off of it, and then do the other one. thing. Always just keep working to keep the ice off. And then repeat the steps. Pull it up. In the middle. Pull it over. Use your leg. Get it down. And you got another nice package. You can put it in your jacket to go up, or go back to your bag and put it in there. You know, we've got this we can use for it, but to be honest, when I'm in the middle of ski touring, I don't really use it. I just put it back in my bag. It's just much easier to do it that way. Now we're going to go back to putting our board together. So when we're going to do that, we're going to make sure we have our clips open. That's a key. And then there's a bunch of snow in here. We've got to get out. It's not normally how we do this. Just trying to kind of show it. Use the tip to get the snow out of there because you want to get a nice connection between your skis. When you go to snowboard mode, and same thing here. Kind of picks up some snow there, so you want to get the snow out. Pole would probably be good too. There we go. One little bit. Two. Then close her up. You can kind of see how your angle is aligning up there. It looks good. Snap your clip shut. Same thing here. A nice closure. And then we're going to go back and get our high backs on. Here you can, these are the canted high backs, so you can kind of see, not canted high backs, but canted pucks. So they're a little higher on one side than the other. And that's supposed to make it a little easier on your knees when you're snowboarding, so you're not as flat. Your knees are a little more ergonomic. So a little bit trickier, you got to kind of make sure that the binding is pushed over more. Put it on, snap it down. Next one. Put it on, snap it down, and then you got a snowboard and you're ready to go. Whew.